All right, let's dive into a story that's absolutely going to get your heart pounding. It comes from a piece called The Vigilant Heart of the Shadow Jungle. And this section, well, it's titled Chased by Shadows. And that tells you everything you need to know about the tone. It puts you on edge right from the start.
And this line, this is what grabs you immediately. See, this isn't just a story about surviving in a tough environment. No. It's about being actively hunted by the environment itself. This one idea sets up the entire story as this desperate run from a living, breathing, and very angry jungle.
So this is where it all begins, a truly primal chase. The first part is all about a race, not just against whatever creatures are in there, but against the darkness itself, which, as you can imagine, is turning the jungle into something way, way more terrifying.
Okay, let's meet our guys, and we meet them right in the middle of the chaos. On one side, you have Rafik. He's the human element, right? He's exhausted, he's struggling, he's totally vulnerable. And on the other side, you've got Bruno, his loyal German shepherd. Focused, powerful, just ready to spring into action. They're a team, and you can see their roles laid out so clearly from the jump.
Now this is where the story brilliantly shows us who the real bad guy is. It's the jungle itself. And the language here is so important. It's not just getting dark, you know? The shadows are twisted, the jungle whispers and hisses. This isn't just scenery. The writer's making the jungle into a character, a living, thinking predator that is actively hunting them. So, that creepy, abstract idea of the shadows hunting them, well, it's about to get terrifyingly real. This is their first big test, the first real life or death moment.
And bam! Just like that. No warning, just sudden, explosive danger. The story says the anaconda burst out. Think about that. This isn't some slow, sneaky stalk. It's a violent ambush. It's the jungle's hostility showing its face for the first time.
This whole thing happens in a split second. Bruno doesn't even think. His bark is the alarm, but it's his lunge. That's the move that saves Rafik. You have to understand, without Bruno jumping in right then, selflessly, the story's over. Done. It's just a perfect raw display of pure instinct and loyalty.
So they get away from one monster, only to run head first into another problem. And this next part, it plays on that classic horror movie idea, you know? The one place that looks safe, like a sanctuary, yeah, it's just another trap. The danger is hiding right out in the open.
And there it is, the terrifying bait and switch. You can just imagine the relief they must have felt for a split second, seeing that calm water, a chance to get away. But then you look closer, and the reality underneath, it's pure nightmare fuel. Those living shadows from the jungle, they followed them right into the water. There was literally nowhere to hide.
Once again, their only choice is to act. Rafik makes the call to just dive in. But it's Bruno, again, who plays the hero. Just as a snake goes for Rafik, Bruno intercepts it, bites it, creates a distraction, another tiny window for them to survive. This isn't just one saving the other anymore. This is coordinated, desperate teamwork.
And that right there, that brings us to the real heart of this story. Because this isn't just an action scene anymore. It's about an absolutely unbreakable bond that was forged in pure terror.
In the end, it all just boils down to this one simple, powerful number. 2. A man and his dog. They weren't just two survivors running side by side. They were a single unit, a team. And that's the only reason they ever stood a chance.
Seriously, let's just recap what Bruno did. This dog was more than a companion. He was a guardian. He literally kept Rafik on his feet when he stumbled. He faced down a giant anaconda, and he fought another snake in the water. Every single one of those actions was absolutely critical.
And after all that chaos, all that noise, all that fighting, we get this quiet, powerful moment. They collapse on the other side of the river, and the adrenaline finally wears off, and it's just pure, overwhelming emotion. This one sentence, it says everything about their bond and the insane relief of making it through together.
And that brings us to the end of their night of terror. The title of this section says it all. The real enemy was the dark, the shadows, and now their power is finally fading.
I mean, just picture that. What a powerful image. The light doesn't just show up, it pierced through, like it was fighting back. And that golden light washing over everything, it's like it's cleaning away all the fear and the muck of the night. It's safety, it's hope. So what does this all mean?
It means the shadows, that living, breathing threat from the very beginning, they're finally forced to back off. And the final words really drive home the main theme one last time. They didn't just escape, they escaped together.
But this is the final thought the story leaves us with. It's a haunting question, isn't it? Okay, they won the physical fight. They got out of there alive. But an experience like that, it's gotta leave a mark. Can you ever really, truly shake that feeling of being hunted by the shadows? It's something that definitely sticks with you long after the story's over.